Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Vira Octaviani. I want to tell you about how business can survive in the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused serious economic damage across the globe. The biggest but often unspoken victims of the pandemic are business that used to live by the paradigm the only social responsibility of a business is to make profit, until recently began to recognize that their priorities must change if the human species and the planet are to survive for the longer term. The pandemic exposed the vulnerabilities of the trickle-up neoliberal capitalism that many social movements, from Occupy Wall Street, Indignados to Extinction Rebellion, have been trying to convey that to the business world. The clear message of this pandemic is that business must embrace a new paradigm that maintains a good balance in the pursuit of public service, environmental and commercial goals. Shareholder value can and should give way to public and environmental value as business reason for existence. What is the point in creating wealth through business when health, environmental and social crises can easily push a business out of business within weeks, as many of us have witnessed in many countries recently. Short-term focus in measuring the performance of a company and that of a chief executive officer can and should give way to sustainability orientation. That is, the extent to which a company can sustain over the long run and maintain a good balance between public service, environmental, and commercial performance simultaneously. The intellectual roots of this new paradigm can be traced back to the rise corporate social responsibility, or CSR, in the 1970s and 1980s, but CSR has been critiqued by many for being mere lip service, a small add-on activity of a business, and as detached for a business core business model. Not surprisingly, many experts question the true value of CSR for society and the environment. What emerged later were social entrepreneurship, business for the bottom of the pyramid, sustainable entrepreneurship, and circular economy movement in the post-millennium. The COVID-19 pandemic allowed us to observe a new pattern of behavior in the business world, a blurring of the boundary between business and the society, particularly a deeper integration of public, environmental, and commercial, or PEC, value orientation. The PEC value trilogy is likely to be a new normal and the only way for business, the global economy, and the planet to continue to grow sustainably and to mitigate future pandemics. In our months-long archival analysis of more than 200 published news reports on what companies have done in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, we found ample evidence that companies in Asia, America to Australia or Oceania have embraced the PEC value trilogy. Below are some key patterns observed. Most big companies repurpose their expertise to pursue the three values simultaneously. They make do and leverage what they already have and or are good at doing or their expertise to help take part in tackling COVID-19, such as participating in manufacturing face masks, hazmats, or hand sanitizer that are currently in short supply, the kind of activities that are new to them. Louis Vuitton, Prada, and Gucci, for example, repurpose their production sites in France to produce hundreds of thousands of face masks. Tencraft, and even Tin's company has leveraged its expertise in custom fabrication and large format printing to produce pop-up mobile infirmaries and drive-through tents for COVID-19 screenings. Many breweries transform the distilleries inside that produce hand sanitizer and disinfectants. Other companies have utilized spare capacities to co-create value with partners. Social distancing in some ways creates spare capacity in many companies in terms of manpower and production capacity. Companies have made the best use of their low capacity to co-create value with potential partners in a win-win fashion. For example, AirAsia launched the SOS or Save Our Shops campaign to enable small merchants to sell products with zero commission and listing fees on the airline's website or shops. Qantas and Air New Zealand, for example, have repurposed their passengers fleets for cargo flights to deliver essential medical supplies. Hotels in Hong Kong have transformed their low capacity into COVID-19 quarantine centers. Companies also comply with the government's order or support government recovery efforts. The refers to business that respond to the government's request or call for tender as part of the government's policies in dealing with the pandemic. For example, General Motors and 3M have produced essential products, example ventilator and face masks, in response to U.S. President Donald Trump's tweet. In response to the Australian federal government's call for business to be involved in tackling COVID-19, a consortium of local companies, led by Grey Innovation, took the plunge to produce ventilators. In Thailand, local face mask manufacturers have increased their production to meet surging demands but follow the selling price set by government. The COVID-19 moments are opportunities to innovate and break the existing frames of doing business. Companies have embraced new ways of thinking and new business practices that are not nearly consistent with the business as usual practice. For example, Hilton is collaborating with Lysol, and Mayo Clinic to deliver a new industry-defining standard of cleanliness and disinfection in Hilton properties for guests during and after COVID-19. BeerMe, an online platform, is seeking to help many large and small US beer producers stay in business during in pandemic by helping customers find breweries near their neighborhood and conveniently order beer from them. Colombian fashion retailer Maggi has entered a new business selling protective hoodie masks and long jackets with face protection using material made from recycled PET bottles. So much information from international business during a pandemic situation. And how about your business, guys? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe this video. See you, bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.